I'm Blake.
And I'm Rocky.
And in today's episode, we'll be talking about Raw, NXT, SmackDown, AEW, TNA, WWE News, NFL first round draft results, NFL Draft Steals, rounds 2 and 7, great picks. Our hot takes have finally got enough. Remember, you guys can always send us them. Give the comments of the podcasts.
Or I put out community polls sometimes.
Yeah. Comments just on any of others' posts, live streams, or his Twitter.
Yeah.
Or pull Quiz House and give him a hot take. NFL playoffs update and the series records.
Yippee,
First, starting off with Raw after Mania. John Cena promo about how he's just being electoral champ. Talks about how he has a few more appearances, I think. After the end of this week, he has 26 now. So that's including this Raw and this SmackDown. Which, that's I don't know if that's a lot. I'm trying to think about it. Because
so he has 8 months left, so that's around 3 appearances per month.
Yeah. Which usually he has 4, including his match, right? Cody, he had 4?
Yeah.
And I think he might have been, after summer, because I think he's going to be gone for a few months.
Yeah, after SummerSlam.
No, but I was thinking that. But then, Clash at Paris.
True. I think he'll be gone after Clash at Paris for a while.
Yeah. Wait, Clash at Paris in October?
I think it's in August.
Oh.
Like end of August, I think.
What's after that?
That's announced, yes.
I think he comes back to state competitions. Oh, and he's also got Saturday Night main event too.
I totally forgot those things exist.
The Hype Speed about it, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, and then Randy RKO out of nowhere, which we all kind of suggested, knew since y'all didn't know. Backlash will be at East St. Louis, which is Randy's hometown. And we just have a great time. But surprisingly, for the first time, I think in this feud, the roles were reversed. Randy Orton is the face, and John Cena's the heel. Kind of just staying all over.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I'll get more into it later.
Okay.
Judgment Day beat Lara Valkyrie and Becky to win the tag team house back. Becky then turns on Lara Valkyrie after that.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people complaining about why having lose they were just gonna win it back. Even though you could just done this at Mania. I don't really care. I think just add to the Mania moment, which will kind of make the match better.
Yeah.
Which kind of totally could happen. I think it's a good push.
You did say that.
Yeah. I don't really care. Everyone's mad that Becky's automatically doing this. But also, why wouldn't you want a main event talent to hold the mid-card titles?
Yeah.
When we've had 2 mediocre and lackluster title holders. But I think if they put it on Becky, they probably will. I probably they'll elevate it.
It will.
Because, I don't know, there's
Has Lyra actually had a true feud for the title?
I agree with Dakota.
That's true, but Dakota's was before the title, I would say.
What was for the title? And then it was still afterwards, so it's still not matches. Ivy's was mostly for the title.
Yeah. But Ivy's her only true feud.
I can't feel that.
Okay.
That's not the fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's announced that Becky will be there next week. So announced why she did it. So excited to see why she did. New Day promo interrupted by Alpha Academy. Then everything turns black and returning Rusev comes out and takes them out. Both Chris out and Otis.
I thought it was Baxian at first, though.
So, I don't have much complaining about this. Because, Rusev is probably not going to feud with these 2 for that long. If he even does.
I want to see an Otis feud for 2 weeks.
I think it's just get them screen time
Mm-hmm.
and then you just get to look strong.
Yeah. Who do you think his first like actual feud will be? Yeah.
I don't know.
Because honestly, I don't see many people who could feud against.
There's people I want, but I know they can't have it.
Yeah.
Like, Ilya, I'd like to see that, but it won't get to happen. Sheamus, Kaiser.
Kaiser.
I'd probably say Kaiser probably my favorite. If we're going, but I've also heard rumors that they might be trying to put him into a tag team with Sheamus.
Oh, Sheamus and ooh, that would be a good tag.
Just because Sheamus is at the point right now, he really has like, besides the icy towel, nothing else to do. So it's just like, in the tag team.
So like what they're doing with Miz.
They said like, basically making like, that pieces are
I love the bar, bro.
yeah. So it's like, well, I would be, this is how I'm looking for them, like stuff like that. If the two are happy, then it's like,
Yeah.
I don't really care, like, they get screen time stuff, so.
Yeah.
But I don't know why everyone was so pressed when this happened. Like, we're not gonna have a full out, like, month-long feud with these two.
Imagine they did. Oh my gosh, I would be so mad.
Who else would you see play against?
I don't know about I was thinking Bronson Reed for a second, but I don't know.
It's too big.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
My thing is, I'm not good at, like, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really watched this.
Yeah.
I wasn't watching WWE.
He's like, okay, so in WWE 2K25, he's like a technical guy.
That's why I knew he was like a technical big guy.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say like Kaiser. I was thinking Penta, but I don't know.
Ooh.
I was thinking Pete Dunne,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if it's me.
He's kind of like a powerhouse as well, so he might be a specialist.
I think Kaiser's my favorite.
Ooh. I honestly love that Kaiser thing.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, yeah. New Day, Judgment Day, celebrating the title defenses backstage. Finn goes up and says, "What happened here stays here," which it stays in Vegas. What happened in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's the same that one does.
And they were in Vegas still.
He's still throwing shade, so you see, but he could definitely will get hurt. Video come out about being the best, and by Stephanie Valker, who says she wants to face the best. They have a match,
If you want to be the best, you gotta be the best.
which ends in DQ as the Prodigy Roxanne Perez comes out, Julia comes out, they attack, Rhea Ripley then comes out to make the save.
Get Rhea out of this title picture.
Good news for you, it was announced that next week it will be Roxanne and Rhea,
Thank you! Oh my goodness.
so that will happen.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nick Aldis.
I think this will work out.
Pierce? Thank you, Pierce.
As Rocky said, Nick Aldis is in charge for tonight, so next week's episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really don't think with that. It kind of just helped build the feuds for everyone that was there.
Yeah.
Jey Uso is celebrating his title win with the crowd and is joined by returning Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. So interesting happened during that Sami Zayn come out. He was staring at Jey a lot, looking at his back, looking at that title.
I was thinking a heel turn right there.
I think, and you guys don't know that Karrion Kross did have little interactions with him. I don't think he's the first title defense. I think he's the second.
Second. Okay.
I think with the approach we're going right now, I think it's, and what I've read, I think, or heard, I guess, or whatever you call it,
Yeah.
they want to have Logan do that first title defense, which I'd actually like. Not even for the show, like, non-bandwagon, because Logan is just a good, like, in-ring wrestler, and he can make anyone look good.
Yeah.
So, and because, like, Gunther, Gunther kind of makes others look good, but mostly makes himself look good when he wrestles. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
You agree with that?
I agree with that.
And Logan is like just a. I think it's just because also Gunther's a powerhouse and Logan's a high flyer,
Mhm.
and he's easy because Logan was on his mind. Like with that thing with Rey Mysterio, that match was really good.
Yeah.
Cody match was really good. So I think giving Jay a really good match for his first title defense,
I agree.
and then give him this good story next. Means he celebrates and Sammy turns on it. That whole lubricates it. Anything else for that?
Nope.
Styles interview backstage interviewed by Karen Cross, who says he wants the real AJ to show his face. AJ says no because they just got that and he hated how he was.
Oh my gosh, Karrion Kross is so over with the crowd. If you heard like when he came out, the crowd erupted, like in the promo.
They're reportedly having big hopes for him, so
Yeah.
yeah. I hope Karen Cross is getting shoot. But really, what does he do?
I've heard rumors of him winning the title from Jay.
I could. Problem is,
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to. Like, I don't know. I think Karrion Kross is one of the most important WWE wrestlers that we have right now.
Yeah.
And no one really acknowledges how important he is. And I feel like if we give him that big of a title, it won't really be able to do him for the
Justice.
yeah. And it just affects his character more. Because he's really, besides Rey Mysterio in a way, he has turned everyone's feet against heel, which is his whole thing.
Yeah.
And I really like that. But I feel like if you gave him a title, that
He
the
can't
title
do
would
that.
Because with the mid-card titles, you can still do that. But with that big of a title, how are you going to defend that?
Yeah.
And they're not going to have Karrion Kross sitting in the background with that big title on it. Like, I hate being against it because Karrion Kross is really just great. But I just don't know if it would work with his character.
Yeah.
Like an IC title or US title is. But I think if you put him in a faction, Shane still could win.
Yeah. Like him, Sammy, and
Just give him like, if you give him a second mouthpiece, then yes. Because
I mean, Scarlett can be a good mouthpiece. She just doesn't get the opportunities.
I'm also thinking about in the ring as well.
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna have that.
I mean, Sammy would be a good mouthpiece, but
I was thinking about maybe yet to debut Aleister Black,
yeah, that would work.
even though he's on SmackDown.
Yeah, but the draft's coming very soon.
Which is
so-
why I was saying this. I mean, we haven't seen any of the wild Devin on the same brand.
Who?
Aleister and Cody.
They were never in WWE at the same time.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, they were, but NXT and SmackDown.
But I feel like because their match styles are kind of the same.
Yeah.
I feel like those two like one the matches would cook, two like tag team matches would also cook.
Yeah.
So I kind of would like to see this. I feel like they're both kind of the same type of people. That'd be cool. We'll see. Gunther starts choking Michael Cole. Pat McAfee shoves Gunther. He starts choking out Pat McAfee. This happens for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Gunther leaves. Pat McAfee starts coughing. Gets rushed back. Joe Tessitore takes his place. Michael Cole and Joe Tessitore finish up the show. Gunther has been fined a hefty amount and is
Suspended indefinitely.
so that's probably just that right off or he's probably still
I heard it's probably gonna be a write-off until Saturday Night Main Event. Like he'll return after
Yeah.
the show.
Pat McAfee, I think, is talking about it this week.
He'll be on the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking something.
Okay.
Everyone's saying it's leaning towards Pat McAfee's thing.
I don't think so.
I don't see it.
I see Gunther versus Goldberg for this.
Carry on, please.
Because Pat, no, Goldberg's thing is always about disrespecting legends. And Gunther's over here disrespecting a legend in the business of Michael Cole. And you're not supposed to touch commentators.
I thought you were talking about a legend in Pat McAfee.
No.
But he had a good match in NXT. Man. He's calling him a legend for that.
You touched Michael Cole.
I found it interesting though, because a lot of fans were actually kind of sided with Gunther. Everyone's saying commentators are better with a Vince than in a speak their mind.
Yeah.
And they're saying that them speaking their mind kind of ruining the show. Which I kind of found
I don't. I honestly like that they're able to speak their minds. Because it adds more adds more realism into the commentary.
No, everyone has their own opinions, so I'm not going to. But I thought it was interesting. Dom retains the IC title against Penta with the help of returning JD McDonough. Didn't know about it.
Yeah.
So we'll see where this goes. I don't think we're going to expect that backlash unless I've been hoping.
With how close Backlash is, I don't think so.
Unless we get some. But also, we're really just. The week before, you could just make it. About a week up, just have a tournament. Match like this.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I just don't think Dom and Carlito versus Finn and JD is like more of a Saturday Night Main Event match than a Backlash match.
I would even just Finn versus Dom.
Ooh, yeah. That would work, honestly.
We'll see. Lastly, Seth promo with Paul Heyman. Interrupted by CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns sets up for a spear. Braun Breaker then attacks him and aligns with Seth. So now the show ends with Paul, Seth, and Braun standing tall as one. New faction. How are we feeling with this?
I love it. At first I thought it was Paul that gave him that nasty spear and I was like, oh my god.
Do we think there's anyone else in it?
Oh, I 100% think there's going to be a third wrestler.
Who?
I am honestly an Austin Theory guy. What's this?
I've heard a bunch of names. I've heard Becky, which I would have won.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
I've heard
It,
Shayna and
Zoe?
Zoe, which I kind of like.
I like that more than the Becky.
But I don't know if it would fit. If I'd like it. Austin Theory as well. I heard Bronson and Eve, which I like.
Yeah.
I heard Drew.
Yeah. I've heard Ethan Page.
Yeah, I thought I liked so. I don't know if I like Ethan.
Yeah. I watched Santi's video and he said, Rudy Kaiser.
I like Ethan.
Yeah.
We'll see. Even if it's just the two, it's I still want.
Yeah. I just think adding a third person would better agree.
I think video game logic, it's always best to use.
Yeah.
I think it's just shield those two wrestlers
Legacy, there was 3.
and the manager.
What do you mean? You're thinking of
Oh,
Evolution.
there's a match potential.
I said Legacy. New Day, there was 3.
No, Bible.
The Revival was 2. FTR, there's 3.
Rated FTR.
Rated FTR.
There was the Paradox. What is it?
Undisputed Kingdom.
Brawl?
No. It's the Paragon. Or something like that.
There's 3.
Yeah. Wait, where'd Bobby Fish go?
He's dead.
Did he get fried? Fried
And the
fish.
Saints got for him. And Stacks got him.
No, not Stacks. Speaking of Stacks, let's get into NXT. The Judgment Day retained the Women's Tag Team Championships against Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley. Yippee! Lexis King finally gets his hair cut back to Penn and Teller on the condition that he defends his title. Like, finally thought the hair just cut was gone. Dark State makes fun of Miles Bourne backstage. Javon Evans comes over and tries to defend him, and they set up a tag team match for later in the show. Ricky Saints promo interrupted by Alexis King, who wants a shot at the North American title. Ricky accepts his crown.
Yay.
Then Alexis King has to defend his Heritage Cup like he promised, and a returning Noam Dar comes to challenge him for it and wins the Heritage Cup for the 4th time, I believe.
Not gonna lie, totally forgot he existed. Gone for a year, didn't even realize.
I honestly forgot about Ora Mesa as well.
No, you learned. Maybe they're called Metaphor because there was 4 of them.
Yeah, it's been meta too, so for like the past 4 months.
It's been better.
Thea Hale found Henley. Thea Hale beats Fallon Henley by submission after JC Jin accidentally kicked Fallon Henley outside the ring while the referee was distracted. Oba Femi promo interrupted by Trick Williams. And they were talking about how Trick deserves another title shot, but out comes Joe Hendry, who says he deserves a title shot more than Trick Williams does. And Oba and Joe Hendry stare each other down and then attack Trick. Stacks is in the desert with Luca Crucifino. And Luca realizes why Stacks brought him out here. Screen goes dark. And I think Luca might be dead.
Boom.
Slow Ruka and Zarya promo backstage where they get interrupted by Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez and start beefing with them backstage.
It's already go.
What is it? Zaruka? Is that the name of the team?
It's already
Trick Williams gets kicked out of the arena by Ava after he goes on a rampage backstage, which cuts out the cameras because he broke one of the wirings, so we couldn't even see him getting kicked out. Dark State beats Javon Evans and Miles Bourne while No Quartet crew watch from the entrance ramp.
It's so random.
I have no clue. Ava gives Yoshiki Inamura and Josh Briggs one last chance at the titles against Hangman Page next week. Probably not, since Yoshiki said he's going back to Japan soon. Tony Pienzo and Adriana Rizzo promo, where Adriana is packing to leave, but Tony tells her she can't leave and he's taking her to a bunker to be safe. And because Dax has declared war against them, they don't know where Luta is. He's dead. Ricky Sam's backstage promo interrupted by Ethan Page, who says he deserves another shot at the title, but suddenly Ricky Sam's gets attacked from behind by Lexis King. Okay. Andre Chase opens a briefcase backstage with a Chase U sweater and says Chase U's back. Like he's a big hater of Chase U.
Call him up.
Stephanie Vaca retains against Roxanne Perez. After the match, Julia and Jordan Grace stare her down. Boom. On to SmackDown. Boom.
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Starting off with Cena and Randy Orton promo about how their history together that leads to a brawl where Randy stands tall.
Yeah.
Everyone's main problem with this Cena heel turn so far is just that, like,
He's
just yelling at the fans.
Yeah, he isn't really against the wrestlers. He's just against the fans.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
I want to know why. That's like his whole. I hate how they'll turn for a reason,
And the fans just hate it.
and they'll get mad that they focus on that reason, even though that's the only reason they turned heel.
Yeah.
Like Cena turned heel because of the way the fans are,
Mhm.
and then we're getting mad at him because he's mad at the fans all the time, even though he turned heel because the fans suck.
Yeah, because he didn't turn heel because of Cody.
Like, this is the exact reason why Cena is heel, because you guys are not happy during anything.
Yeah. He's been carrying the company for 25 years, and you guys just go, let's go Cena, Cena sucks.
See, I'm homeless, baby.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm really excited for this match. Everyone's saying it's gonna end end one of those matches, just slapping the ref in the face, Cena retains.
Gosh. I swear if they do that.
I want. Give us a 15-minute match and then do that, and I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that than Travis Scott come out. Unless.
We get Travis Scott and John Cena versus Randy Orton and Bad Bunny.
Yeah. Who do you think's gonna join it? Because there's been rumors of Travis Scott and John Cena versus Bad Bunny and someone.
Randy.
I don't think it'd be Randy. I was kind of thinking Ray.
Ray? That would honestly be a good match.
Cause I'm trying to think of a beef. I guess there could be Cody, but like.
No, I don't want Cody.
I'm trying to think of someone I would be able to feud with Cena, not. But like, Cody kind of makes sense though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also don't know when this match would happen even. Oh, you can't.
Please, Paris.
You want that instead of AJ at Paris?
No.
Make that match at SummerSlam. Say screw it.
SummerSlam.
Punk and Bad Bunny versus.
Punk and Bad Bunny versus John Cena and Travis Scott.
Yep. Phyraxium in their debut main roster tag match beat Los Garzas. And an okay match.
Yeah.
Tiffany Stratton problem about how she will beat Charlotte.
How she beat Charlotte.
Oh, how she beat Charlotte, sorry. Jade Cargill says she has her eyes on the title. Jade versus Tiffy ends in DQ as a Naomi attacks Cargill again. Tiffy gets attacked and laid out by our returning Nia Jax.
She's back.
I don't know why everyone got mad. Literally, Tiffy needs to face Nia Jax because she hasn't beaten Nia Jax.
Clean.
Yeah, so, like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Plus, they have chemistry together, so it'll be okay.
Yeah. It's not like...
Think about it like this. The sooner we get this match, the sooner we can leave this match behind.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we don't have to get this match at SummerSlam.
Yeah. Jacob problem about how winning the U.S. title then it is interrupted by Solo Sikoa first talks about it, saying it's only because of him.
Yeah.
Then Jacob take it back, saying it's not about him. And then LA Knight come out, and then Drew McIntyre come out. They say he won the title. So those two brawl. They go bah 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 bah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really think this feud's gonna end with Jacob versus Solo at SummerSlam.
Let's do it.
But thing is, who do you think goes over in that match? But then if Fatu goes over, I think Solo's just done for. But I also don't want Solo to hold the title, you know?
Yeah.
Because what else is there for Solo if he loses this?
Tamatanga.
Okay. Zelina Vega beats Chelsea Green to win the Women's United States Championship.
Uh-huh.
Yay.
Yay.
Chelsea Green may or may not have quit the WWE.
She said for now, so it's fine.
She's probably just on a break.
Yeah.
Carmelo Hayes and The Miz celebrating Mel's accomplishment. Miz gives him a Andre the Giant head as his chain. The Miz is mad, and but no one respects him. He goes out, talks about it.
Mm-hmm.
He said his name, so I thought he was about to come out. Speaking of Joe Hendry.
Oh.
But someone else comes back. But it wasn't Joe Hendry. It was Aleister Black.
Really?
Returns and lays out the Miz.
No way.
Now, this is his... I always get it mixed up. Malachi was his NXT WWE name. Aleister's his AEW name?
No.
Other way around?
Aleister was WWE name, Malachi was AEW.
I feel like I just like Malachi better. I feel like Malachi Black.
It fits him better, and I also can spell it right.
Well, no, Malachi fits just the name. Aleister just fits him better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wouldn't look at him and say he's a Malachi.
Yeah.
Bianca interview backstage where she reveals she'll be out for a while as her fingers are broken.
Yeah.
Since it's just recently announced, we don't know how long it's going to be. There's a lot of up in the air saying SummerSlam she'll be back, next Mania she'll be back, somewhere between there.
It's between SummerSlam and Mania.
It also could be sooner. We really never know with these kind of injuries.
Yeah, fingers and injuries are like always iffy on when you return.
It's kind of it's the main thing for them, so they're gonna want to make sure it's okay. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't really think it's gonna break up the plans too much.
Yeah.
I mean, it could, but couldn't. I look at it as of now. At least we're not getting Jade versus Bianca at SummerSlam, and now we're getting it at Mania.
Yeah.
So, in a way, I think it kind of works better. Yes, I would have loved to see that SummerSlam, but I also think it works being at Mania.
I think it works better at being at Mania.
I don't know.
Proceed with caution.
The thing is, it's just like, it's the first 2-night SummerSlam, so it's kind of... And it's heard by Cardi. Anyways, Drew versus Knight ends in DQ after Priest attacks Drew. Jacob Fatu lays out Knight, McIntyre, and Priest. Yeah.
Yay.
So, probably a fatal 4-way.
Hopefully.
At Backlash.
Also, speaking of SummerSlam, did you see how expensive the tickets are?
Yeah, it's like 40,000 for front row.
Yeah. That is insane.
Yeah, I don't know who's buying these tickets.
Green shirt guy.
I gotta take like a mortgage and down payment to buy this.
Green shirt guy is gonna be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
TKL budget Hall of Fame. R-Truth tells Cena he wants to be like him when he grows up. Jimmy tell him he's already grown up.
Jimmy heel turn?
Yeah. The Street Profits retain the tag titles in a amazing TLC triple threat tag match against Motor City Machine Guns and DIY.
Oh my gosh.
Match of the year contender. But yeah, it was a really good match. It was great.
Yeah.
Everyone was saying it's our generation's Hardys, Dudley Boys,
and Edge and Christian.
Yeah.
I honestly agree.
Everyone compares them together, saying, I just hate comparing matches together because it's two different, like...
things.
Now, say if we had both of those, that match again with the same people, then yes, but like...
Like TLC 1 and 2.
Yeah. My favorite part of this match, though, was when Montez used that prosthetic leg.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Bro, that skull and bones through the table.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
It was just a great match.
Yeah.
Which is why I love TLC matches, but...
That spear on Tommaso Ciampa off the when he was hanging.
It wasn't... It was alright. It wasn't the problem with the move in general. I think it's just... Angel doesn't really do a spear well.
Yeah.
But besides that, it was good.
Bro, the way Montez Ford climbed up the ladder.
That just kind of makes me want to see Braun Breaker in the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah. Wait, you can do WWE. You can do the news since I got 3 straight.
Oh, you're right. And also that whole page.
Okay.
Alright. AEW, TNA News, WWE News. Not on here. Not on here, though. TNA. Big stuff happens. The Hardys lost their titles. Nick and Ryan Namath are now the tag team champs.
No.
Ash by Elegant and whoever she's with
Mm-hmm.
retained. Moose retained. Everyone else
too.
retained. Joe Hendry retained, but after the match got hit with a trick shot by Trick,
Ooh.
and then Shawn Michaels tweeted and said, Joe Hendry is welcome to appear on NXT this Tuesday.
Interesting.
I think that was the Indy Hartwell has signed with TNA.
Yeah,
I think that's it for big news.
sounds like it.
Yep. The Rock was the one that made the call on him not appearing at WrestleMania 41. I don't like it. I think really it helps. It didn't really help. He needs to stay away from this, to be honest.
If you're gonna show up at Elimination Chamber, you gotta do something.
Yeah, I don't really want to. I hate having to depend so much on Dwayne.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just announced that he's starting shooting his movie early 2026, which means
No Mania.
no Rock versus Roman. And I don't think we're gonna be able to get anymore.
Yeah.
Which Loki's for the best because it wouldn't be that good of a match.
Yeah. Like, Rock's decent in ring right now.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Rock's top 20 wrestlers of all time.
Oh, 100%.
In ring what?
Yeah, he's not.
I don't think he even cracks the top 50.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think I'd choose Otis over him for in ring match.
Oh, 100%.
All he has is the rock bottom and the people's elbow.
People's elbow.
Yeah. But yeah.
His thing is more like presentation over in-ring work.
Yeah. John Moxley versus Samoa Joe for the world title is set for AW Beach Break May 14th. Steve Macklin becomes the first ever TNA international champion at TNA Unbreakable.
Mm-hmm.
The reason Tama Tonga got run off TV is because he needed to have surgery.
Yep.
AEW Women's Owen Cup finals are between Jamie Hayter and Mercedes Moné.
Mm-hmm. Who do you think's gonna win that?
Mercedes.
Yeah.
Is that a question?
Mercedes doesn't even lose ever.
Wrestler Alan Angels confirmed his departure from TNA after 3 years with the company.
Mm-hmm.
Kathy Kelly has been training at the Performance Center. She could be a manager.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Because of who?
That's a good question. Mate, not Rusev. No.
Tony?
Tony? Maybe.
Storm? Mariah May?
Ooh. That would honestly work.
Stokely Hathaway joined FDR, become their managers on AEW Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
It is believed that Randy Orton specifically chose Joe Hendry to be his opponent for Mania.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure Triple H did it.
Really?
I think Joe Hendry was on an interview and said what happened.
Oh.
Triple H called him up saying, "Can you do something for us?" And he thought it was just with the WWE world and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had the match come along. That's what it was.
Interesting.
But maybe it was with the help of Randy telling Triple H that's what he wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
There are talks about Tony D'Angelo getting called up after his feud with Stax NXT.
Yeah.
I hope so. I still don't know how it would work, but yeah.
Okay, me for 3. So first off, we get Jaguars getting the second overall pick from the Browns for the price of 2 firsts, a second, and a 4th round pick.
Not allowed. It wasn't even that bad.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be worse. Like
Yeah.
1 first.
2 firsts.
Well, I mean, like, only
1 first in the future.
yeah. Which isn't even that bad when you think about it.
Yeah.
Because we're probably going to be doing mid next season, so we don't really need that.
Mhm.
Anyways.
We'll just cover the first round picks as well. The first round trades right now. Giants get the 25th overall pick from the Texans for the price of a 2nd rounder and 2 3rd rounders. The Falcons get the 26th overall pick from the Rams for a 2nd rounder and next year's 1st rounder. That was such a dumb trade.
For who?
Huh?
For who?
For the Falcons. They gave up a 2nd rounder and next year's first for a late first rounder.
But they got a good pick out of it and something they needed. So,
Mhm.
is it really that dumb of a pick?
Not really.
I think that honestly it helps the Falcons honestly fixed everything they needed to be fixed. So I think it was a good choice for them because they needed help with defense and they got that.
Yeah.
And then with such a big, with Matthew Stafford probably being his last few years,
they need that first for next year.
and next year being such a high
Draft
QB
class.
draft class.
Yeah.
Only because of Arch Manning. That's literally it.
Arch Manning, Lenore Sellers, Garrett Newsmeyer, and Drew Aller.
Yeah.
Then Eagles trade up one pick with the Chiefs to get to 31st by giving up the 164th overall pick. I don't really see why they did that, honestly.
No clue.
Shedeur Sanders was prank called on draft day by the Falcons' DC son, Jax Albrecht.
Yeah.
Lions have extended safety Kirby Joseph with a 4-year, $86 million contract, being the biggest safety contract ever. Bears Hall of Fame legend Steve McMichaels died on Wednesday. R.I.P. to him. The Seattle Seahawks have traded away QB Sam Howell to the Minnesota Vikings.
I feel like I'm seeing liberal propaganda right now. I've seen 6 things of Giannis wearing a Suns jersey.
Eagles center Cam Jurgens received a contract extension of 4 years, $17 million per year. Receiver Tyler Lockett signed a 1-year, $4 million contract with the Tennessee Titans.
Frick Tyler Lockett.
The Browns have signed wide receiver Deontay Johnson.
To a 1-year deal.
Yeah. The Packers have signed Isaiah Simmons, the linebacker, who was a former first-round pick.
Yippee.
The Steelers have signed Robert Woods. I honestly forgot he existed. Carolina native Hunter Renfrow has signed with the Carolina Panthers for 1 year.
Yay.
The Detroit Lions and Los Angeles Chargers are scheduled to play in the Hall of Fame game.
Yay.
The Jacksonville Jaguars have signed edge rusher Emmanuel Ogbah for 1 year.
Boo, bro's 33. I don't want him.
Okay, so let's get on to the first round of the NFL draft. I got this. Hold up, let me cook. So the first overall pick was the Titans, who picked Cam Ward from Miami. Okay. He's a pretty good overall pick. Second overall pick, the Jaguars got Travis Hunter.
Boom.
Boom.
I can't wait. I'm getting a Travis Hunter retro jersey right as they drop. I don't care. I'll take money on my savings for it. I need that. And I want that. I desire it.
Third overall pick was the Giants, who got Abdul Carter.
Oh, and I think they said Travis Hunter's playing mainly receiver.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think Liam said he's playing mostly receiver, but will learn, will practice and learn defense, and if they need him, will play defense.
Okay.
I think what makes the most sense is that I feel like play him against the other team's strengths. If their strength is offense, play him as defense. If their strength is defense, put him as offense.
Yeah.
Don't make him play both positions in one game. Have him switch every other or like halfway through the season.
Yeah. The Patriots selected offensive tackle Will Campbell.
That's good.
Yeah. Browns got Mason Graham, the defensive tackle from Michigan. Raiders got Ashton Genty, running back.
I don't know why everyone got mad at them for that.
Yeah. It was mainly Bears fans that got mad at them for it.
Even Raiders fans were.
Really?
They said they just sold their franchise away.
Bro.
It's like, what?
The Jets signed offensive tackle Armand Membu. Panthers got wide receiver Herrera McMillan. Saints got Kelvin Banks Jr., the offensive tackle. Bears got Colston Loveland, tight end. I really like this pick, honestly. The 49ers got Michael Williams, edge rusher. Cowboys added another Tyler to their offensive line, as now they have 3 Tylers on their offensive line.
Micah Parsons did not like that.
He did not. Oh my gosh, that video of him. Dolphins got Kenneth Grant, defensive tackle. Colts got Tyler Warren, tight end. Falcons got Jalen Walker, linebacker. Cardinals got Walter Nolan, defensive tackle. Bengals finally got a defensive player in Jamar Stewart, edge rusher. Seahawks shored up their offensive line with Gray Zabel, offensive guard. Bucks got Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver.
Horrible.
Bro, their wide receiver core, oh my gosh. They got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Emeka Egbuka, and Jalen McMillan.
I know you're not talking about your offense. Don't talk about your piece of cores. I don't know why I'm hating. Mike Evans about to retire soon. It's okay.
Yeah.
Let them do what they want.
No, I was talking about how good it is.
I know.
The Broncos got Jade Barron, cornerback. Steelers got Derek Harmon, defensive tackle. Chargers got Amarion Hampton, running back. Packers got Matthew Golden, wide receiver. First time taking a wide receiver in 23 years. Vikings got Donovan Jackson, offensive guard. Giants got Jackson Dart, quarterback. Falcons got James Pierce Jr., edge. Ravens got Malachi Stark, safety. Lions got Tyleek Williams, defensive tackle. Commanders got Josh Connerly Jr., offensive tackle. Bills got Maxwell Hartston, cornerback. And the Eagles got Jahad Kiza, linebacker. And to finish off the first round, the Chiefs got Josh Simmons, offensive tackle.
Yay.
Now let's get into the draft steals. So the Texans take Jaden Higgins at 34, and he's been compared to Nico Collins.
Nico Collins a bum.
Bears take Luther Burden at 39, and is considered the 3rd best receiver in the draft class.
Bum.
Cowboys take Donovan Azariku at 44, and he's considered a top 5 edge in this draft class.
Bum.
Cardinals take Will Johnson at 47, considered a top 3 corner in the class, but fell because of injury.
Go.
Ravens take Mike Green at 59, considered a top 5 edge this draft class.
Bum.
Cowboys take Siobhan Revelle at 76, considered a top 5 corner in this draft, but fell because of injury.
Bum.
Steelers take Caleb Johnson at 83, considered a top 5 running back in this draft class.
Fire.
Seahawks take Jalen Milroe at 92, and is considered a top 5 quarterback in this draft class.
Top 5, he ate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Seahawks take Browns take Dylan Gabriel at 94 for some reason, but he's a good, experienced rookie quarterback.
Let's go.
Vikings take Ty Fulton at 102, as he was expected to be a late 2nd round pick, but fell to the late 3rd.
What the heck?
Steelers take Jack Sawyer at 123 and is an underrated edge rusher.
Washed.
Titans take Alec Manor at 136 and is a great receiver who torched Travis Hunter in the game he played in.
Didn't happen. Liberal propaganda.
Shedeur Sanders slide stops as the Browns take him at 144 as he was ranked the 2nd best quarterback in the class. Okay. Seahawks take Torrey Holton at 166 as he was ranked a top 100 prospect. Steelers take Will Howard at 185, which finally got a QB in their room. Panthers take Jimmy Horn Jr. at 208, and he was one of my favorite wide receiver prospects. Dolphins take Quinn Ewers at 231, as he was a top 120 ranked prospect.
Yippee!
Now on to hot takes.
B+ player says Bianca and Cody getting booed isn't a bad thing to happen to them.
Yeah.
Cody getting booed, he got booed, then got yayed, then got booed, and then got yayed again.
Yeah.
Bianca just got booed, so yeah. Well, Bianca was the heel, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cody was just working the crowd. All right. Sonny. Yep. Didn't say that wrong. Says the Chargers will win the AFC West and will have a shot at winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I don't see that happening.
Who is in the division again?
Chiefs, Broncos, and Raiders.
Okay. Beating the Raiders, yes. Beating the Broncos, no.
Yeah.
Even the Chiefs know.
Yeah. They're third in the division.
I think Broncos win it.
Broncos win it. I honestly could see that.
I think Broncos win it. Chiefs and Broncos rankings are really close.
Mm.
Only
Like, one
because
win off.
besides receivers, Broncos have nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Because their defense is great now,
Mm-hmm.
and their offense is. They have Evan Ingram, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
Plus, I just love Bo Nix.
Bo Nix is the best quarterback in the AFC West.
I think Chargers will have a could have a playoff run, but I don't see it.
Yeah.
Mars Talk Sports says Kareem is closer to the bottom of the top 10 of all time than the top.
I would agree. with
I don't
that.
think Kareem even on the close to the top 10.
Wow. Okay.
Like honestly, right now, I think top 10 is mostly filled with active players.
I could see that.
LeBron,
Mm-hmm.
Curry,
Whew. There you go, Blake.
me being me, I have KD up there.
Okay, that's fair.
Me being me, I have Chris Paul up there.
Okay.
Then I have Jordan. Then I have Kobe. Then I have Shaq.
Ah.
I don't care. Chris Paul runs laps around Jordan. I think when I'm thinking of greatest players of all time, I'm not thinking just as a whole what they've done for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Chris Paul isn't that good of a shooter on his own. He's a great shooter. He just ain't on his own.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's leading assists. He leads passes. He leads so much other stuff.
Yeah.
He elevates anyone he plays against.
Mm-hmm.
He's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. He's the best 40-year-old to put on the jersey.
Yeah.
He has elevated the Spurs into levels they've never seen before. He is better than Tim Duncan ever was on the Spurs. He's better than Karl Malone ever was. Chris Paul is the greatest ball man to touch the court before.
Yeah. I agree.
That's my hot take for y'all. Nah, I agree with that. Bottom top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Canes fan says Omarion Hampton was the best running back in this year's draft class.
He would be if there was not a man called Ashton Genty.
I think I'm not gonna disagree because the thing with running backs, there's so many different things a running back can be categorized as,
Mm-hmm.
and there's so many different things you can categorize it as.
Yeah.
There's power back, elusive backs, and just running backs.
Mm-hmm.
I think as a whole, Ashton Genty was the best running back, but
Omari Hampton is better than him at some things.
there's some stuff, and I could see why you would believe that.
Yeah.
Which is why I could believe that your opinion is wrong. It doesn't matter on this list. Is why you'll never be able to take another ever again. Banned. Oh wait, you're on here twice. Yeah, yours doesn't make sense. You know what? You are banned. You know, while we're at it, Canes fan says LeBron is a top 2 athlete of all time, but not top 10 basketball player skill all time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What? Like that? How that even make sense? LeBron is a top 2 athlete of all time, but not top 10 basketball skill all time.
Mm-hmm.
That don't make sense, boy. I should throw hands with you.
You honestly should.
You know what? I'm gonna go to KFC just to rebuke Raising Cane's.
Ooh.
Yeah. LeBron, who top 2 athlete of all time? Who do you have with LeBron?
Tom Brady.
I'm not even like top 10 athlete. I don't think a football player should be on top 10 athlete.
Yeah.
Golf, I don't. I think boxing,
Mm-hmm.
running,
Mm-hmm.
and other sports kind of like that should be mostly all top 10.
So Usain Bolt.
I had Usain Bolt. I had Usain Bolt on my top 5 because I guess basketball too you could have, but football, like, I'm not taking a quarterback on it because like Tom Brady, he's not athletic really at all. He just had a good arm.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers, the same with him. Like,
Yeah. The only one.
you're not a good athlete. Like Usain
Yeah.
Bolt was a good athlete. Boxers are great athletes because they can
Endurance.
Yeah. You know what, Canes fan? You know what? CK Birds says that LeBron will win his 5th championship either this year or next year.
Definitely not this year.
Nah, What did I read?
CK.
LeBron tried. Luka cried. Shannon Sharp lied. Lakers, not in 5.
Not in 5.
We're gonna get sued. I mean, we say this every year, but I don't know. This year, it's gonna be hard. They're 3-1. It's cooked. It's chopped.
Cooked.
Russell Hub says the New York Knicks are going to win the NBA Finals this season.
That's even if they get past the Pistons.
I mean, they're leading. Jalen Brunson might be injured, bruh. He ain't doing nothing.
Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brunson.
Oh.
He might be injured, bro.
Didn't he play last game?
Yeah, but he got a little ouchie. No, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be the Celtics.
They have the Cavs, the Thunder, the Celtics, the Warriors, the Rockets. I have every single team on here over the Knicks. I even have the Heat over the Knicks, and the Heat ain't even on anymore.
I don't have the Grizzlies over the Knicks.
I have the Grizzlies over the Knicks. I've Jaw solo by the Knicks. I have Damian Lillard with his torn ACL over. I don't care. I write my own rules. I'll say it if I want to. Ethan Thompson says Joe Hendry would not be over without his catchphrase and theme. Well, obviously, I can say that about half the wrestlers.
Yeah, you could say that about Jay. You could say it about, like Cena, Rock.
That just makes them who they are.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not going to be you without your. That's like John Cena, but him not having any of his catchphrases.
You can see me.
That's like Randy Orton thing. Oh yeah, he's only good because he has the RKO. That's like saying Sami Zayn, but he can't be happy. Who else is there?
It's like saying Jay without the E.
Roman Reigns would not be popular if he wasn't Samoan. If Roman Reigns was a little white boy, he would not be popular. If Seth Rollins wasn't a little hippie, he wouldn't be good. Maybe this is why we don't get hot takes. We just clown them.
We do.
Sorry, y'all. These are good hot takes, okay? I'm not trying. This is good. These good. You guys did good. Except for you, Canes fan. Don't do this ever again. B player says Seth Rollins is currently the best male wrestler in all of WWE. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why he'll dethrone Cody Roman. Which is why he'll dethrone John Cena.
Yeah.
Sonso Simi says the Arizona Cardinals are going to make the playoffs next season. Well, you really just have the worst. You know what? I respect both of these because the Chargers have Najee. I love Najee. And the Arizona Cardinals have Trey McBride and Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
That's about it. But, like, I could see it. Who's in the division?
Rams, 49ers, and Seahawks.
Yeah, I see it. That's light. I could see it happening.
Mm-hmm.
If it just, like, all it really depends on Kyler. If Kyler gets off the Call of Duty, then yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Call of Duty, NBA playoff updates. Piston beat the Knicks 100-94. Cade 33 points. Dennis Schroeder 20 points. Jalen Brunson 37 points. Clippers beat the Nuggets 105-102. Joker gets a triple double, surprisingly. Kawhi gets 39. Pacers beat the Bucks 135-115. Giannis 34 points. Bobby Portis 28 points. Pascal Siakam 23 points. Thunder beat the Grizzlies 118-99. SGA 27 points. Ja 23 points. Jaren Jackson Jr. 26 points. Lakers beat the Timberwolves 94-85. Luka 31 points. Julius Randle 27 points. Ant 25 points.
That was one of the ugliest games I've ever watched.
Yeah, one of the ugliest games I've ever watched. Yeah, buddy. Celtics beat the Magic 109-100. Jaylen Brown 36 points. Paulo 32. Franz 25. Who the hell is
Franz
Franz?
Wagner.
Paulo just demand a trade.
Yeah.
Um.
Leave Paulo.
Cavaliers beat the Heat. Speaking of, where has been Apollo Crews been?
Catering.
Uh-oh. Cavaliers beat the Heat 121-112. Donovan Mitchell, 30 points. Tyler Hero, 33 points. Bam, double-double. Rockets beat the Warriors 109-94. Jalen Green, 38. Jimmy Butler gets hurt. Curry, 20 points.
Those dirty little Rockets over there.
Whoa.
They literally injured Jimmy on purpose. Literally, Amen Thompson launched himself into Jimmy's knee, bro.
Did it get called?
No, because
Didn't
the refs
happen.
are flipping
Didn't
blind.
happen. Anyways, I don't even know where I am anymore, so can I just skip all this? It's not really that important, so I'm going to, because I got my own rules
No,
here.
no. You were on the Rockets beating the Warriors.
Cavaliers beat the Heat 124-87. Bam, 22 points. DeAndre Hunter, 21 points. Grayson Allen, 22 points.
Definitely Grayson Allen.
Thunder beat the Grizzlies 117-115. SGA, 38 points, half by free throws. Scottie Pippen, 30 points. Alabama, 23 points.
Alabama.
Bam, 23 points. Pacers beat the Bucks 129-103. Giannis 28, Porter 23 points, Turner 23, Neparhomba 20 points.
Yeah.
Series records. Cavaliers lead the Heat 3-0. Evan Mobley has won Defensive Player of the Year. I guess I honestly think Draymond should have won it.
Yes, I agree.
I think he really deserved it
Mhm.
at his old age.
Yes. Evan Mobley can win it later. Draymond has to win it now.
Thunder won against the Grizzlies 4-0. Celtics lead the Magic 3-1 after Magic saying we want Boston. Peyton Pritchard has won Sixth Man of the Year. Think he deserved it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Warriors lead the Rockets 2-1. Draymond Green has won NBA's Hustle Award.
Yeah. Means he's.
Wow,
gets
he
the
really
ball.
this is okay. Let's get this okay. So say you're Spider-Man.
Mhm.
You got Mary Jane Watson up there.
Yeah.
Flash Thompson steals your girl. You get stuck with
Gwen.
no.
No, that's basically no credit.
You get stuck with Nebula.
Nebula.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, Nebula. I was gonna say Mantis, but I don't know. Mantis is good because she can put you to sleep. Loki, get your girl Mantis. You gone.
You gone.
Knicks lead the Pistons 3-1. Jalen Brunson has won NBA Clutch Player of the Year. Okay.
Okay.
Timberwolves lead the Lakers 3-1. Yeah.
R.I.P. LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron. Pacers lead the Bucks 3-1. I don't think anyone saw this happening.
Yeah.
Damian Lillard got hurt again with a torn Achilles in Game 4 after returning Game 3.
R.I.P.
Clippers and the Nuggets are tied 2-2. And what I said was going to be an amazing series.
Yes.
And that's it for this week's episode, which felt like forever. It was one of our normal episodes. God.
Yeah.
Next week we have Raw, NXT, SmackDown,
Wrestling news.
NFL news, and
NBA news.
Yep. And then what else? Whatever else we feel like doing.
Yep.
And that's it for this week, guys. Good. Bye.
Peace.
Invest all your money into Dogecoin.
Oh, that's 100% the best thing you can do.
Remember, kids, always bet on black. If you're losing money, that's just a reason to double up.
Always bet on Aleister Black. Never pick him to lose.
Nope.
Peace out, guys.